What's up, everybody? We're out here at Sand Hollow this morning. It's a beautiful day. It's shaping up to be really fantastic. This is actually the Saturday of the Side-by-Side Adventure Rally. They're not, all the booths and stuff, they're not quite open yet. We're gonna go check those out in a little bit, but right now we're here at the chute. We're gonna go through how I go up this. The reason for this video is I've been out here a lot and I've seen a lot of people attempt this. There is some things that people do end up missing on their first time up for sure. Generally falling into this hole, stuff like that. So I'm gonna go through how I go up this, and hopefully that will give some of you guys a better idea if you want to try and do something like this. In my opinion, the most important thing that you can do to make this obstacle and make it cleanly, honestly, in all off-roading, is you need to have your tire pressure dropped. If your tire pressure isn't down low enough, this is going to be a problem. You're going to spin and slide. Once you start spinning, it becomes a whole new ball game. It's not impossible, but man, is it a lot worse. I run a Turbo R, factory tires, factory 32s, nothing fancy about it, no bead locks, yada yada. And I run about 9.5 PSI. That seems to be pretty good for me for climbing stuff like this, going through the sand well, and also I haven't lost a bead yet. All right, the first thing I see people do that I think is a bit of a mistake is trying to be too far to the driver's side here. The driver's side, if you look, is obviously kind of a gradual slope, and the passenger side is more of an abrupt slope. The most important portion of this is actually staying up on this passenger side. As you can see, most people slide off down here into this bottom, and you definitely have to reset if you do that. So that's the first thing, is you need to make sure that you're staying with your passenger tire inside this radius right here, because it's got to hug the sidewall all the way up over that. If you look, there's not a whole lot of spot for tire as you come up over this. Second thing is, right after you come up this passenger, or this first initial spot, your tires come down and you start to feel this like rolly motion, and what ends up happening is people let off the throttle and then get back on the throttle, and they get a little too choppy. So you need to make sure you keep your heels planted on the ground and your throttles smooth and your brakes smooth. The next thing that happens is your back tire comes into this spot, this hole. And if you're in a long side by side or whatever, your front tire is coming up on that little mound right there. And again, people tend to get choppy with it. Once you're past this initial part, realistically, it's just maintaining consistent and smooth throttle all the way up here towards the top. Okay, let's see how all that looks in practice. All right, that's how I handle the chute. If I missed anything, if there's something that I totally skipped over that you're like, man, this is what you needed to cover, cool, leave a comment, tell me how I did it wrong, or tell me how it was helpful for you. If you did find this informative, please hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell. I plan to do a lot more of these, but for now, we're gonna go check out the Side-by-Side Adventure Rally, because it looks like they're starting to get things kind of put together down there. But anyway, thanks for watching. We'll be back next time.